this is going to be an arm motion mainly. So basically the hand will just be doing the lever, will have a lever role, so of controlling, but the motion itself, it's going to be an arm motion. So there will be a little bit of physicality in it, but we still don't want to create too much tension in the hand, because if there's too much tension, first of all, we will make more effort than what is needed. Second, we will limit all our motions, because having any type of tension it's not going only to be in that area, but it will also translate in the rest of the arm, and the more fatigue we're doing, the more tension we're putting, the more muscular work, and that's the opposite of what we want to do. We want to always try to be as relaxed as possible. Also, it will take dynamics away. Like if you're relaxed, it will have a higher dynamic, which means louder volume. This technique will not allow you to have a very high volume, because the dynamic that we can use here is limited. So the snare is a frequency that it's a high frequency, so it's pretty loud on its own, but if we play too low or there's a lot of like guitars and cymbals going on, it will be overwhelmed from the rest of the instruments. So we want to take advantage of all the dynamic and all the volume that we can. So keeping the fingers relaxed while doing this, it's important. And a lot of tension and a lot of stress and pressure will be given to the thumb. So we want to keep an eye and keep attention on the thumb and make sure that it's not going to tense up too much. So as you can see, the faster you go, the more physical effort and physical work we will have to put in here. Still pretty decent, meaning that we can also use it at 230, 240 BPMs without being so physically tiring. But still, it will require bigger motions. So the more we can stay relaxed in the hand, the less fatigue we will feel, the more volume we will have. So that's the third very important part to keep in mind. And the next thing, it's going to be the quality of the sound that we're producing out of this. So we want the notes to be as even as possible, both in volume and spacing. This is essential, especially when we use it in mid tempos, because the more space there is between the notes, the harder it will be to have the notes even in this case, okay? So once we get familiar with the motions, we go through all this, let's say, technical part, I suggest when you're developing this, don't use a metronome, just try freely, see how it feels, speed it up, slow it down, analyze your body, study your body, and try to find informations out of your body. Once you get pretty much comfortable, or you can build a comfort zone, a speed and a dynamic where everything works, then you can start working with the metronome and start applying exercises.